The pet. The pet is super annoying. Some really, really goofy hitboxes with that jump attack, I remember. Wasn't difficult at all. Not lobotomy souls, but I don't think it's passable just because of the amount of nonsense that it has. Like, it's invisible until you go through an area. I like that part, but some of those hitboxes are a little big. The quest line is just talking and finding to in place. Okay, I'll do the quest. I guess. As long as it's not insanely long. Okay. Ava King's Pet. I mean, better than Rotten, better than Rat Authority, better than you. I don't think it's better than the Iron King. I know the Iron King sucks, but I really like the Iron King. Yeah, Ava exists. Nothing super crazy. Just annoying hitboxes, which is fairly standard up until this point. It's invisible until you get the key item. It's fine. We'll do Lud and Zalen next. They didn't give me as much trouble as Defender and Watcher. They are straight up lobotomy souls, though. They suck. They don't have as much health as Ava. I want to say they hit nearly just as hard, though. Same BS hitboxes, but guess what? They multiplied. There's 2 of them now. So that's always a super, super fun time. Those were the only 2 bosses of that DLC, right? No. Ivory King was the last boss of that DLC. Ivory King was fine. I know a lot of people like Ivory King. I'm going to throw him in passable. I'm not going to put him in pretty good. The reason he's passable is because the fight before him to get to Ivory King, the people fighting on your side are actual lobotomy survivors. The enemies will walk right past them. They do minuscule amounts of damage. I'm going to throw him in passable. I'll put him just below Dark Lurker in passable. The fight himself, he was fine. Favorite boss? We'll get there. He is on the list. He was fine. But the people before him sucked. Luckily, the run back was easy as all get out. But you had to do the 3 things before. And it was just the boss fight himself, easy. Super choreographed moves. He had like 5 or 4 moves in total. But that army flooding you beforehand was horrendous. Let's go to our next DLC. We did the Swamp King next. I know it's the Sunken King. I'm calling him the Swamp King. This girl's going in Lobotomy Souls. Not quite the bottom of Lobotomy Souls. I'm going to nestle in right there. Alana. Woohoo! She could be fixed so easily if she just could only summon people once a match. So, like, once during a boss fight, she could summon Velstadt, and that was it. She used, like, her Velstadt summon. She used her Skeleton summon. She used her Pig summon. That one was kind of weird, but, like, if it was that fight would be actually fine. But no, she spams Velstadt, who is hyper aggressive. So she is not fun. She also has instant teleport, and she loves to teleport about just outside your camera behind you and beat booty cheeks. She knows how to party. And so does Velstadt, and just the tag team there is not fun. I think the time I beat her was the time she did the pigs and then the skeletons, and then I think she did get Velstadt at the end. But it just didn't matter. But yeah. This fight could be fixed so easily, but she just mass summons Velstadt and it sucks. Hey, the Gank Trio. They exist. I'm going to throw them at the bottom of they exist. Velstadt being a simp. I mean, was he? Is that the lore? If the lore is him being a simp, that's kind of fire. That's kind of funny. The Gank Trio. Once you figure out you can get behind the stalagmites, cheese them. There's 3 of them. Take care of the archer dude and beat them up. If you're fighting him for real, there's too much terrain going on with the boss fight. There's three of them. I mean, Havel runs just as fast as all the others, even though he's over encumbered. He loves Alana's toes. Alana doesn't have toes. What? Alana's a tree. Velstadt loves Alana's toes? That is a wild sentence. But you know what? It's 2025. I guess I gotta move on. Alana's a tree. Whatever. Okay. Memories erased. Last boss. Golly. Right there. Took me 2 tries. I think it had a gimmick where your weapon took a little bit more damage. Watashiwa bought repair powder deaths. It was easy. I mean, like, I used a stab weapon. Obviously, those are amazing against dragons. I've just fought so many dragons that I just kind of recognized the moveset immediately. It seemed very similar to actually this dude's moveset. He had a couple more moves, but what do you say? If you have repair powder, you're gonna win. Okay. Smelter Demon. Where'd I put the other Smelter Demon? I'm going to put these two right next to each other. I like the new one just a little bit more. Because his run back, actually, both of these dudes had nonsensical run backs. Blue Smelter Demons wasn't quite as bad as Red's, because Red had the arrow dudes that were lock-on machines. Blue also did, but they didn't seem to hit me as much. So, I'm happy with that. I'll do Sir Alon first. I'm going to put Sir Alon in pretty good. I'm going to put him right here. I don't think he's quite as cool as these two dudes, because these two dudes... I didn't get to see this dude's cool move. I beat him too fast. Same thing with this dude. Sir Alon, it's a fundamentally fun fight. I like those fights where you got to learn the moves. A lot of his moves have two different timings. He would be an oh yeah if it wasn't for his multitude of delayed moves. Or his sped up moves, like that jump attack. He can do the slow jump attack, or he does the instant transmission jump attack. If he didn't have those moves and it was a fight, just learn. Learn, then we're fine. His run back also holding him back. And of course, Fume Knight. Fume Knight is my only oh yeah of this game. He's the first fight where you're like, oh, this is fun. He's difficult. He's got health. He hits like a freight train. He has a phase 2. He's going to run you down if you try to heal. But everything felt fair. There's one hitbox that I was like, okay. And it was that stab attack hitbox. But all the other ones, it was just, okay, he's swinging a greatsword really slow and it's hitting really hard. He was the only boss in this game where I actually felt like some kind of reward for beating him. I know that was just today. But truly, like, that is my favorite kind of boss. Where it's not 300 people in one room. It's not different move speeds. It's truly just learn him and go crazy. And as you said, most importantly, he's got swag. He is cool. That is the most important thing by far. He is cool. His second phase is cool. He's got a great variety of moves. Like, Fume Knight is just the best boss in this game. He would hold up in other games. Maybe DS1 as other games, because I don't think he'd be able to fit in too much in DS3. But, he might. But, dude, he's just fun. Like, he reminds me of, like, Velstadt in that he is just a well-thought-out boss. Velstadt's I put down here because he took me... I was probably over-leveled for him, and I didn't really get to experience his boss fight. But Fume Knight was just fun. Like, I just